whole point is that this is it's a pilot of a pilot for a
Hopefully.
podcast that doesn't exist.
But I hope we actually can come to terms with like, our names. Like, what we
I
want
think names will come later.
Oh, no, as in the podcast name after this. If we actually find something.
Exactly. Like so,
That'd be
in
nice.
however long this recording of a pilot will take, you're already reaching for your phone. This is how prepared we are, which is
Oh, you're recording. Oh my god, you've started. You didn't even count me down.
no. That's the fun of it. We're doing it. We're doing a guerrilla style.
Wait, when did you start?
We are at the 40-second mark now.
I'm glad I didn't burp or fart, but okay.
That'd be funny though if you did. But that's the whole point. Like we're doing this one, at least this first one we're doing completely off script. Not off script, no script. No script, completely off the wall. Vans, shoes.
So basically, I'm a celebrity guest from Murderville.
I mean, that's you could just say improv.
No, but I'm talking about Murderville, cause okay.
We're talking about Murderville, which is a good show.
I'm so nervous for no reason. It's like I'm seated with you. I've known you for so long, and you turn that thing on, and I'm just like, you know.
It's a good gasp. It's like a
Oh, that
solid block
I
on the
learned it
timeline.
from Kumar Nanjiani.
Oh god.
From where? Murderville.
Is the because I thought of naming this one like pilot of a pilot, but is this one just gonna be sponsored by Murderville?
I'll be happy to meet Will Arnett.
Who doesn't want to meet Will Arnett?
People who don't know Will Arnett.
You think people who watch, okay, Will Arnett's like defining role, or at least for our generation, BoJack Horseman, right?
Agreed.
Like there can't be. What other role of Will Arnett do we know? Like off the top of our head.
I genuinely don't.
Good, because before Murderville, I didn't even know what he looked like.
Same here, because I was trying to wait for to find who is Will Arnett on the show, and then I realized it's Terry. Terry,
Straight.
unknown surname.
Who? Oh no, Terry. Seattle.
Oh, Seattle. I thought was that fainting. What do they call it?
No, that was
Front-
Farnting. That was
Farnting.
that was them. That was them making fun of him. His high school, was it?
I think we're just giving spoilers for that Kumar Nanjiani's episode.
It's not spoilers. The whole season is out.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not really
but-
many spoilers. Like it's really we are just saying the premise of the show.
Yeah, but
We're not giving solutions to the
I mean,
mysteries.
I don't think you can spoil this show. Just that when you want to tell people to watch it, it's the same way when I told you to watch the show. It's like, hey, it's really funny. That's improv.
That's
Watch.
a spoiler.
I'm like, okay, sure. I didn't even tell you who the celebrities were on the show when I said like.
Yeah, but honestly, if you can recognize them by picture, the intro already shows
It
them.
does tell. It's funny how even I'm glad, I guess, until the end you don't get to see Jennifer Aniston at all. I mean, she was playing his partner who died and stuff like that, but in the end she didn't make a camera appearance.
I thought it was at first I thought it was weird that she didn't make an appearance. Then I remembered, I mean, she is dead. Is that a spoiler?
I mean, during a throwback or something they might do it. Then I just thought she
I
might
think the
make an
word is
appearance.
flashback.
I don't- Sorry, boomer.
What are you, some kind of TikToker?
I'm a tic tac.
At this point, it makes it sound like I'm talking to like someone who's 20 years younger. Am I Will Arnett and you're
Diane.
just, what is this, a crossover episode?
Might be. Wait, so we are here to talk about the name of our
We're
show.
here, this episode is to talk about the show that this episode is on and what it is.
And for us to hopefully figure out a name for this episode, for this whole podcast event. And we are here talking about Murderville and Will Arnett.
So I guess the first draft, the first pick for our title will be
Will Arnett.
Will Arnett, the Will Arnett podcast. The Will Arnett show starring not Will Arnett.
I don't know why it just reminds me of that time we watched that Michael Bolton's show for some reason. these two men are completely different, but I'm just thinking of Michael Bolton in my head.
How does my I guess the Valentine's
The
Day special.
Valentine's
That was
edition.
what? That was what 4.
That was pre-COVID, so I don't know, a long time ago.
The time before time.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh, that was a bad time.
No, that
No,
was,
that was a good
time.
time.
That was
No,
a
now
good
is the
time.
bad time. Now it's like any time that was 2 years and before, that was the good old times.
Yeah. You know, to be honest, speaking of time, if I could go back to a year or like a couple of years, I definitely want to go back to like 2016 or 2017.
Why?
We were like what, 20, 21 years old. We're not
Yeah.
really young. Like we didn't have the like money, like I guess an earning income as much as we do now, but we didn't have to be as worried as we are now with our money. It's like I have income, just a little bit enough to get me by. I don't have to keep getting McChicken at that age. So I think I was like comfortably broke.
McDonald's was good food. McDonald's was eating good back then. Now
Yeah.
it's like, I gotta eat McDonald's again.
Yeah, because I would want to say like when we are 17, 18, McDonald's was a luxury. In a way.
McDonald's was good, and I don't know if it's the fact if it's just the fact that we can afford McDonald's basically anytime we want now.
Yeah,
You
now
know.
you can even afford to upsize your breakfast and stuff. Back then, if you are getting breakfast, it's like you steal your friend's hash brown or hope that they don't want it, and you just take whatever you get. Now it's like I want to add more things to my McDonald's meal.
Please.
So yes, 2016, 2017, take me back then. But if I could do anything different, it's I wish with that broke self that I would have taken that little bit of broke savings and traveled more, because in hindsight it would have made sense because COVID came.
Hit a file cabinet.
Yeah, and I
Like, it
almost
picked
dropped
up-
your Santa.
It picked up. That would have been horrible on the mic, but it actually sounded kind of satisfying on
Is
the.
it?
Or at least to me it did.
So me hurting my
Granted.
knees is just a pleasurable thing for you.
It's good. We can if this podcasting doesn't take off, we can be Foley artists. Granted, my chair creaking is probably not very nice on the mic either.
I still can't hear your check.
We're very limited on resources here.
Yeah. Hey, we have two mics, two headsets, and all of it sponsored by Razer. No, I'm kidding.
Why
All of
would
it,
you say
all of that bought by us, but it's just Razer. I wish.
Powered by Razer.
I don't want to say that name now.
Power?
No, Razer. I got nothing against that brand. You know me. A lot of my peripherals come from Razer, but
Okay, now we're reaching to sound sponsored, so we should stop talking about Razer.
so I would like
So back to
reach
Will
out to the
Arnett.
sponsor to Will Arnett.
So,
Could you
shout out to
kindly-
Will Arnett for buying us Razer gear.
Oh my god, that's a
Dude.
goal.
It'd be dope to meet Will Arnett, but then I'm pretty sure if I ever see Will Arnett,
You will not know it's Will Arnett.
I won't recognize him. But if I close my eyes, all I see is a horse.
I'm not sure if you're being like nice and respectful because he voiced BoJack, or you're being an asshole because you're saying he looks like one even
No.
when your eyes shut.
No, I'm just saying, like my first real experience with Will Arnett was BoJack Horseman, and I'm not saying that he looks like a horse, but I'm just horsing around.
I can't. So now thanks
That was-
to that statement, Will
that was
Arnett's
low
not going to sponsor us anymore.
I'm sorry, Will Arnett. I didn't mean it. I didn't.
Do
I'll-
better.
I will.
You're gonna
I'll-
just be better. I'm just gonna quote you thought.
Welcome to the BoJack Arnett podcast, where
Oh,
we talk
God.
about alternating between BoJack Horseman and or Will Arnett.
Oh my. So we talked about Will Arnett clearly. We talked about Murderville. We talked about a couple of years, and we talked about Razer. And now we are back
So-
to Will Arnett. And do
So
we still have a
I
name
think
for our show?
it's almost 10 minutes into the recording. I think we have found our footing in the Will Arnett official podcast. So, thank you for watching. I'm just kidding. We're not. I don't know Will Arnett enough to make an entire podcast about him.
I know.
I mean, I know there's been cast of shows making an entire podcast. The most notable one I know is, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That
Was he
cast.
in there?
No. That was Charlie Day, Danny DeVito,
Danny
the
DeVito,
muscular
yeah.
one.
Yeah, oh,
I didn't watch.
You keep shitting on the muscular guy. I forgot his name, but
That's the problem.
the effort that he took to do all that just to get shat on for like losing weight, getting fit by Danny DeVito is my favorite
That
thing
was
ever.
that was the most worth body shaming joke I've ever heard.
That takes effort, man. That takes effort for you to, do something physically to get yourself to look better, especially if you're on screen and camera, just for them to make that into a gimmick.
Like, I got fit. Why? For the laughs. Just see what it was like. Just see it was funny. I thought. Go to the gym 5 days a week. No more fats. Only chicken breast for 3 years. Pretty funny. That was pretty
my
funny.
Would you do it though? Chicken breast only for 3 years,
Oh, 3 years.
not
Chicken breast as in the only meat. Like, is it like chicken and rice?
Okay, here's the thing though.
Or is it literally only chicken?
Because to my
I think I will die.
knowledge, no, because to my knowledge, people who want to go on a weight loss, they firstly don't eat rice. They cut that down. They cut down
Yeah,
a lot of
they
carbs.
cut it. They don't, unless they go on keto.
I'm not sure about keto, but I'm saying like mainly just picture this. You're just having like chicken breast, salad or whatever the hell they eat it with the side, and I guess some kind of juice, something similar to that meal repeated 2-3 times a day for next 3 years. Do you think you can do that though? Or do you think you love food enough and so much that you're not gonna do it?
Okay, if I do like food, but if you told me, like, basically go on, I think you're saying that I'm going on like a bodybuilder diet.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know what bodybuilders do.
lean meat. Okay, not bodybuilder. Maybe not bodybuilder. They
Just
eat
like-
a lot of food.
Yeah.
They eat just garbage.
Let's just say you want to just lose weight and like whatever.
I'm just trying to get fit.
Okay.
Yeah, like I assume just getting fit because which is usually like lean meat.
Protein.
Like it's like
veggies.
you cut down on your carbs, so that's like usually it's spaghetti, noodles,
No,
and
some
rice.
of them cut down and like almost no carbs.
Yeah, I'm Asian though. I have self-respect for myself.
Here's
What?
the thing though, if you ask me to cut down on rice, I actually can, because I'm also an Asian, hello. But like I can do without rice, but specifically I can do without white rice. I don't have to enjoy white rice, I'm fine. But if it's like flavored rice, meaning like chicken rice is flavored rice, biryani is
Yeah, but it's
flavored.
white rice.
Yeah, but it's
Biryani is basmati.
yeah, so it doesn't matter. Or like fried rice, like my nasi goreng, it can be made with white rice, can be made with whatever, but the rice alone tastes something. Versus just like white rice with like
Okay.
a mix of dishes. So I can do without
But
white
no, I
rice.
guess that's a good thing, because then I was gonna say, because what
need flavor,
you
man.
said, essentially, it used to be like if you want to get fit, it's always fixed to that same diet, which is grilled chicken, pan fried chicken, rice, and some broccoli. So
And if you have money, throw in some salmon here and there. And if you have even more money, as like a smoothie kind of a thing, avocado.
which I do not get.
White people diet, but
Yeah.
okay.
But like now, especially on TikTok, luckily there's been a lot of like Asian influence on it, where it's like, yeah, you can eat just chicken and rice and it's all fine and good, but you could just throw in a bit of soy sauce, some spices, a little bit of garlic, some onion, and you have like fried rice. Or you could add in egg fried rice, and it's like you get more protein, way more flavor than just plain white rice.
Exactly. And I
Which is
think
such a
flavor
good
is
thing.
really important for me.
Yeah, because then like fuck it, what's the point?
Yeah.
Are we cursing on this podcast?
I think you just dropped your first F-bomb, so eventually
Did we-
when
have
mine
we-
comes naturally, I'll
Have we
just say.
been cursing?
Sorry?
Have we been cursing, or was that
No,
my first?
That's the first F. But you know
I'm
what?
sorry, Will Arnett. This is an
no,
this is an M18 podcast
no.
now.
Will Arnett would be really happy.
Does he curse?
I'm pretty sure they did curse on Murderville. I don't know about BoJack. I cannot. I feel like he's the kind of guy who will curse. I don't know.
He has the voice for it.
He has the voice for like. I
Have you
almost choked
heard?
on my own
Have
saliva.
you heard? Don't say that out loud. Don't tell the audience that.
Well, if they're wondering if people bother to listen to this and they're wondering why from this I went to like that,
Jeez,
then it's
I
like
wonder why was this audio? Why was this exact specific second?
exactly
Why did she
the way
make
her
that sound?
voice- Why
like
she
that?
made that sound?
What was
Exactly.
that sound?
Yeah, I was choking on my own saliva, which happens rarely. But funny thing is, it happens quite often for you. Fun fact for whoever's
So
listening
thank
to
you
this.
for watching the podcast.
And thank Will Arnett. Always
And
thank,
thank
Will
you,
Arnett.
Will Arnett, for being Will Arnett. Have you seen the movie Whiplash? I didn't see Whiplash, but there is this one scene in Whiplash. Do you know the movie Whiplash?
No, I don't think
Good,
so.
neither do I. I just know that
Wow, okay.
the guy who plays J. Jonah Jameson in Spider-Man, J.K. Simmons.
Yes, the
Was it J.K.
mustache
Simmons?
guy.
I'm gonna hate myself if it wasn't J.K. Simmons. I almost played Murderville.
I don't know his real
I
name
do not
though.
have access to my keyboard. Damn it.
You went what? Newscaster Spider-Man?
J. Jonah Jameson actor. What was it? J.K. Simmons? Oh, J.K. Simmons. No, J.K. Simmons. He plays this. I think he's like a director or something.
Okay.
For a band or like an orchestra.
What? J.K. Simmons?
J.K. Simmons.
Isn't he J. John?
J. Jonah Jameson is the character.
Yeah. As
Triple
in-
J.
Yeah, okay, yes, okay, yes.
Jimmy Jamboree.
Gigolo.
Ja-
That's a G.
But yeah, there's some. I think the movie's about some drummer who's like really good, and then J.K. Simmons plays this guy who's like really shitting on him, like telling me he sucks, and like he's a piece of shit.
I don't know
And
why
like-
I'm picturing him with Shia LaBeouf for some reason.
I don't know. It makes sense. I don't know who the other actor is.
Okay.
But there's this one scene in particular I've seen on Twitter, I've seen on TikTok, where like, honestly, like, unless he legitimately is playing at some minor mistake that only professional musicians can detect,
Okay.
he's like playing like maybe slightly offbeat.
Here's the thing. I have seen that exact scene you're talking
I
about.
sure
I
have.
just googled it, and yeah, this the actor Miles Teller. I think I've seen him in other movies a little bit.
I don't
But
know.
You have
I
not
don't know.
seen
I haven't seen Whiplash. I don't know who this guy is.
this Miles Teller. You have not seen him. I think he has appeared.
I mean, I will admit he does look familiar.
Let me try and pull up something. Oh god. Fantastic Four.
Which one?
Um,
The bad one or the bad one?
the 2015 Project X. If you have watched Project X,
That's the house party movie,
I think so. Yeah.
right?
Footloose 2011.
He was in Footloose.
2011.
Wait,
So it's
2011.
not
There was a
the old
Footloose
ones.
movie that came out in 2011.
Apparently, I'm trying to see.
Were there loose
War
feet?
Dogs with Jonah Hill.
Or
Dogs.
I don't know.
The Spectacular Now. Yeah, so it's okay if you haven't seen him, but
But
So,
like, yeah,
that
I
guy-
think that scene where J.
Yeah.
Jonah Jameson is like legitimately yelling at him.
yeah, just for
And
the beat.
it's I do not know how much this man got paid as an actor to be yelled at. What's his name? Miles?
Miles Teller.
I do not know how much he got paid for it. But whatever amount it was
Someone
was
should
not
pay
enough.
him more.
It was not enough. I felt like crying just watching it.
He looked like he was going to cry. Just
I couldn't even take it. I could barely last watching it on TikTok.
No, but that's the thing about some actors when they like look fierce or they sound a certain no, okay, some actors they have a very stern look. Some actors have a very stern voice. This guy has it both.
Yeah, because with J.K. Simmons, it's one thing a lot of people know him for Spider-Man. As J. Jonah Jameson. His voice is super iconic.
Yep.
And I cannot mistake it. Like, no one else can play J. Jonah Jameson for me. I think he also played J. Jonah Jameson in the Spider-Man PlayStation games, if I'm not wrong. I remember it that way. If it wasn't, I don't know. It's been a while since I played that game. But he was also the voice of the mayor in Zootopia.
Is it?
Yes, and that is why it was.
You mean the
cool.
lion?
Yeah, the lion, the huge lion.
I mean, I
Or,
only
or
remember
to be
one
fair,
lion.
the average size lion, and everyone else was tiny.
I know there were animals bigger than the lion, like the naked elephants and stuff.
We don't talk about naked animals.
That happened.
We discuss and celebrate
Yoga,
the yogi elephants.
yogi. Oh yeah, yogi.
Bear.
Uh,
Bear.
no. Oh yes, Yogi Bear. Oh my god.
Never forget yogi.
No,
Bear.
but I think if you have a guy like him to yell at you as your personal trainer,
I would kill myself.
like while on the treadmill, if you are on a treadmill, you would run so much, you would probably get hospitalized and maybe be diagnosed with not being able to walk for the rest of your life. By that moment, you would still do it out of sheer fear.
You would run until the treadmill ceases to exist. You would still run in place because J.K. Simmons told you to run in place. Your knees would obliterate themselves, but you will find a way to run around like fucking Rayman.
Your second F-bomb.
Damn
man.
it.
It just came out. I'm waiting for mine, but I don't want to just say it. I want mine to come out in a flow.
Mine are cheap. Yours are pretty expensive, so you gotta like maybe drop like one.
Oh wow. Oh, I got an expensive F-bomb to throw, sure.
Mine are McDonald's McChickens. Yours are the
I swear to God, what
No.
are you going to compare
mine.
McDonald's to?
Mine are the basic ass salt and pepper grilled chicken with white rice and broccoli. Yours is the fried rice with diced chicken.
Just say nasi goreng, please. You want to
Is it still considered
fried
nasi
rice
goreng
with-
if it's
Nasi goreng,
No,
literal
if it-
translation,
no,
it is fried
if
rice.
we're talking about it in fitness?
Actually,
Because nasi
yes,
goreng you would
because
think
nasi
of it
goreng
in
is
a-
cooked with a lot
in
more oil.
Yeah, in a food court sense. Like you go to like a hawker center somewhere and order
Fried rice.
order nasi goreng, ayam, chicken, beef, pork. I don't know what you want.
Okay.
And then but you don't go to like an acai place in an upscale building.
Acai
and go-
place doesn't sell like fried rice
I'm
in
not
the first
entirely
place.
sure what acai
You
is.
don't know what an acai is, right?
Am I
So
pronouncing it
it's-
right?
Yeah,
it is. I just heard someone call it acai and it sounded cool.
No, the thing is, I used to also call it like, what did I say when I first saw it? I
Is it
pronounced
acai?
it as achai, akai, asai. Then eventually I was like, oh, it's acai. The funny thing is, when I ordered it the first time, it was with my sister, and I'm pretty sure we did pronounce it wrong, but the storekeeper didn't even like the person who was serving us the acai didn't even correct us, so I don't know whether she knew what it was called. But basically acai is like berries, if I'm not wrong, but like
Oh.
the texture, I might be wrong, but the thing
I'm
is
thinking
like,
of a completely different thing then.
but
I might
it's
be
like
thinking
a
of
paste.
poke bowl. Poke bowl?
I think it's called poke. Actually, some people call it pokey or poke, but it's poke. And actually, that term, if I'm not wrong, once again, it's actually Hawaiian.
I
and
think
it's
I think
not
poke bowls are
Japanese.
Hawaiian. I think
Yeah.
poke bowls are Hawaiian.
So I mean, I don't want to spit like false information.
What's acai?
Acai,
from?
it's like okay, like it's like the one that we had was purple in color, very pasty, very thick, or topped with some like granola and stuff. But the texture of the acai, it's just thick and pasty, but it's like thicker than yogurt. But that's like it's like a smoothie kind of a texture, but you eat it instead of drink it.
Oh,
Ama.
so that's like what, $30 a
No,
bowl?
we did not pay 30. We paid like $8 for it, and we
Oh my
shared
God.
one because we were broke, so you don't get your own bowl.
But we were cultural.
But what is it? Is it berries? Is it like? I mean, okay, so it is purple in color.
Is it berries and cream?
No. Okay, so it's not really smoothie. It's
I really
I
tried to
thi-
throw back to a TikTok trend that's like a year ago. Oh,
yeah.
those
so
look like
it's,
a nightmare to eat. Honestly,
it's not a nightmare.
it looks
it's actually
pretty-
really delicious.
It looks really pretty and tasty. I'm not gonna say it's
Yeah.
not tasty because it is fruits and stuff, but it just looks annoying to eat.
It seriously is not. It's actually really good. The issue was the one that was served to us. It was served in a cup. I've seen acai bowls online, obviously, and I would like to be served one in a bowl, but the ones in a bowl cost a lot more. But granted, I think I only tried acai once or twice in my life, and I'm like, I tried it just to say that, hey, have you tried it? I'm like, yeah, I did, and that's about it. I didn't want to keep going for it because I wasn't obsessed with acai. So, you want to name our channel something with acai?
So 25 minutes in. All right, let's
Start
recall
with the
what we
first
had.
one. Oh,
Number one and forever number one, Will
Will
Arnett. Will Arnett, Murderville. At one point, we talked about fitness for some reason. Talking
I
about
don't
diets.
know how did that start.
Let's hope that never comes back. We talked about food for a bit.
We talked about our we're not supposed to talk about it, but we talked about it, Razor.
Well, now it came back.
Yeah, we came back to
This
Razor.
podcast was powered. I'm sorry.
No, once again, it really isn't. We just have our Razor.
It's called making do
Equipment.
with what we have. It's called recycling. It's not recycling.
It's really not recycling. We bought
these. It's first hand.
It's like, no, if this like video, if this podcast, since now is just audio, if it ever becomes video, if y'all could compare our Razer peripherals, to be honest, his
Peripherals. Look at our
peripherals,
setup.
a setup, peripherals, whatever. Like his is more black, a bit of white here and there. Mine is the full-on quartz, pink everywhere. So it's a nice. I don't know whether that will translate in our audio personality in a sense, like the dark, moody kind, the psycho,
The Will
overexcited
Arnett
one, the
And
Will
the
Arnett.
J. Jonah Jameson.
No,
I mean
which
J.K.
one
Simmons.
are you then?
Yes.
Okay,
That we need to talk about someone less
awesome.
angry.
Oh, we were not going.
Okay, so far the celebrities we have talked about.
Will
Not celebrities, actors.
Will
I
Arnett.
wouldn't say like Will Arnett, J.K. Simmons. I don't think they're celebrities. They're really just
Well,
more actors.
We did mention that. What did I say? His name was Mike.
Miles?
Miles Teller. Yeah, we mentioned
Miles.
like a featured.
Sonic?
No,
No, that's Tails.
then
Tails, I think his middle name is Miles.
no.
Yeah, it's Tails Miles per hour.
What are you talking about?
Tails from Sonic.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the actor, and I'm like, how would you know?
Yeah, he's an actor.
No,
The orange thing with
what
the
did
two
I
tails.
call Tails last time? Foxy Loxy, didn't I?
You called him Foxy Loxy from Chicken Little for some reason.
No, I didn't. Chicken. Okay, Foxy Loxy is from Chicken Little, but Tails looks like a fox, and I just thought of the name Foxy Loxy. It's not my
They
fault.
look nothing alike.
They don't look alike,
not
but she
even-
looks like a fox.
I'm not even sure if Tails is a fox.
Looks like it. If it looks like a fox,
Has two tails like a fox. Flies a plane like a fox.
it's Foxy Loxy.
It's Foxy Loxy from Chicken Little.
Oh my god! Sorry, I have to throw my
Just to
first.
throw up.
No, like
You should have done that before
I
we
should have
press
done it
record.
before. No, don't talk about pressing that button. You pressed it before I was aware that you started recording.
That was the whole point.
See, I could have thrown up in that
Yes.
time.
4 seconds, just evacuate your. I almost said bowels.
I'm not sure if that would have been a good idea considering we don't have a bedpan in this room.
Not yet.
I really,
Upgrades, people. Upgrade.
I just want to be
I think that was a Robots reference.
robot.
Robots, the movie. Hey, welcome to the obscure. Robots is not an obscure movie. Robots, the
Robots
DreamWorks.
it's a really
the
yeah,
DreamWorks
it's
movie.
an old movie though.
Yeah,
You watched it?
you didn't.
I did. I'm trying to remember who was the voice actor for.
I honestly remember Robots as a fever dream, where you make babies and then they come to you in the mail and you assemble them like goddamn IKEA furniture.
You're talking about this, right? The same one I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Okay.
The story about our future religion.
Oh God. Oh. I did not know Robin Williams was also part of the.
I think he played like the
Cast.
boss.
So
Like the big round robot.
yeah, but I have no idea who on earth. Guess who? There are like a lot of like big names inside. There is
Will Arnett?
no.
I
There's
mean, Will
Amanda
Arnett is in
Bynes.
robots.
Why do you keep sounding like you're saying robust, but it's robots?
Robot.
See?
Yeah, why do I keep saying robot?
Yeah, it's like okay. There's Amanda Bynes, there's Halle Berry, there is Drew Carey, there's James Earl Jones, and there is Stanley, I guess Tucci.
Who?
Stanley Tucci. I think he also
Saying
played
touche.
Tucci.
Oh, yes. I thought you saying touche is
No,
Tucci.
Tucci, like Gucci Tucci kind, like Tucci. He was in Kingsman, not the guy who trained the bald guy in Kingsman.
Oh,
He's this dude,
the...
Stanley Tucci.
Oh. What was his name? Hamlet? What? It's not
I'm
Hamlet.
done with you. But yeah, so that's the main guy who voiced like that, and I have no idea who he is.
Ewan McGregor was... I think Rodney was the main character, the blue thing, the blue robot.
Ewan.
Ewan McGregor. He's a boxer?
Well,
Then-
they say he's a Scottish actor who starred in numerous film and musical roles. I
Isn't
think
he-
you're thinking of a Conor
I
McGregor.
thought of Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor. I was like, this guy. I don't think
I
he's
was
a
thinking
boxer.
it was weird that a boxer voices a robot in a DreamWorks animated movie about...
That's just you being.
I don't know what robots was about.
What do you call it? Typecast? No. Like if you look a certain way, you sound a certain way. This is the only voice characters you can.
Typecast, or as we like to call it, racist.
Hey,
Or
man.
old.
Come on, man. It's like how long? 30 minutes since we started this. We need to like.
Hey,
decide
welcome
on
to our
one name.
unnamed podcast. We're 30 minutes in. We're trying to decide the name to our podcast.
How about something like Unnamed Chronicles? No? Okay,
Why
let's
is
go
it
to the
Chronicles?
I don't know.
We're not
You
chronicling anything. Is chronicling or wood?
Will Arnett, that's a question posed for you. Hope you'll be able to reach out and get back to us.
Hi, we have a question for Mr. Will Arnett.
That's Mr. Arnett to you.
Mr. I'm sorry, Mr. Arnett.
Are you okay? You just stoned right in front of me. You just went blank after saying his
It
name.
was like I looked forward. I had the thread of thought going, and then I looked up and like it just vanished. The whole tunnel just
Disappeared.
went to black in front of me, and I just went, oh no.
Okay, come. Give us the first possible name or like a.
Okay, so we have a couple of draft names put up. We have a couple. I don't want to say them all because I don't want to just give these out. These are gold.
And also, I think we will probably derail a few more times, so I don't think we have time for all the names. We are staring
depends. We
at
don't even-
12 names in front of us.
We don't even know how long we want these episodes to be.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe this one will be a bit shorter because we are
this is
testing
considered
this
short.
out. Short. This is barely anything. We're like 30 minutes in.
Yeah, I thought that it's like a no. Wait, what were you aiming for? I know that both of us can derail like there's no tomorrow. Like we can go hours talking about Lord knows what, anything that's under the sun. We'll be talking about it. But for a podcast, you can't have a 24-hour podcast. I'm not challenging you, might I add. You look like you want to say challenge accepted.
I just want to say what counts as a podcast because there have been 48-hour like streams.
But what, they're gaming and then you just watch them game?
No, there's gaming. Then there's ones that just like watch things. Some that just talk.
They talk for 48 hours.
Pretty much straight. A lot of them do it for charity, like the Rooster Teeth ones that I used to watch. They used to do them for
actually
charity.
talk for 48 hours.
No, not say talk, but like there's like big events that happen, like I don't know, they shoot each other with paintball guns at one point.
Oh, I mean, it makes sense if you have like activities, you know. But like to just sit and do a podcast about
But
it.
but the honest truth is, majority of it is just like a bunch of people playing video games, and they're just like basically they're just streaming.
I don't know
Halo or
if
something.
you ever want to take this podcast. I don't know if you want to call this channel, but like this podcast.
Hey gamers,
the-
welcome to
Yeah, if you want to take it to that, I can be the what do you call the person just watching the other person game? The watcher, but that sounds very Marvel.
literally the watcher.
Yeah, like
The watcher, the backseat gamer.
backseat gamer. I mean, I do want to come and assist and help. I just let me not reveal too much about my gaming skills right now. Okay, like it's too early. We'll have another episode to insult me. Let's
We
leave it.
appeal to the gamer community
No, it's okay.
with
I
our
will get
hardcore kill streaks and high scores
you
on
guys.
Pac-Man.
You're studying again, buddy. Oh my god. You know,
I was legitimately thinking like, what's a new game now? I was thinking the first game that came out was Apex Legends, and I do not know how to play Apex Legends. You definitely do not know what is Apex Legends.
wonderful. Yes, but you guess what I know or who I know? I
Club
know Will
Penguin.
Arnett.
Will Arnett is the quintessential gamer.
Oh my
He
god.
represents all of us in every possible way.
A white straight male who just happens to be talented.
Hey, you're assuming his gender and his sexuality. Will Arnett could be an
He's
omnisexual.
married, right, with kids.
Let's sure.
I'ma just do
Google
my
that.
quick search. I mean, if he was gay, I would still love Will Arnett.
You can love someone if they're gay.
I do
If
love
they're
gay
not
people.
on the same spectrum as you. The spectrum the right word.
I don't.
That seems like the wrong word.
Excuse me.
Excuse.
What? He was married to Amy Poehler from 2003 to 2016. Did you know that? Because hell, I did not. Oh my god.
Wait a minute, this podcast is going to places I didn't expect.
Okay,
I didn't expect this
for
to
those of
happen.
you who are actually bothering to still listen to all of this, he's a very big fan of Amy Poehler. So am I, but not as big a fan
Apparently
as you were.
not big a fan enough because I didn't know she was married to Will Arnett.
Neither did I. Oh my! And we read her book. I don't think there was any mention of Will, right?
No?
Because this is 2003 to 2016 is a long ass time to be married to someone.
That's 13 years, not that long. In the grand
In
scheme of
Hollywood,
things.
it's like that's 300 years.
In Hollywood, I'm not gonna bother.
Oh.
Is he married now?
No, so what happened?
So he's
is-
available, is what you're saying.
Okay, so he married a lady called Penelope Ann Miller, 1994
I
to
thought you said Penelope
1995.
Cruz. I was like,
No, no,
wait, that's
no,
a
no, no.
that's like
94
a
to
Pete
95.
Davidson kind of jump.
Oh please!
Oh,
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 okay.
Oh,
You know what?
oh.
You want to make this about Pete
Are
and
we-
Kanye?
oh!
I'm so done with this.
Is that a pop culture reference?
So I'm talking to the TikTok generation now.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Topical Podcast with Pete Davidson.
Oh god. No, but now okay, he has 3 children. I'm not sure who's the mom, but his partner is
Does he know?
Alexandra Braun Brown, Brawn
Braun.
Braun
Braun.
from 2019 to present, but have yet to be married to her. But that's his partner. With the picture.
That's Will Arnett.
I know, that's the same thought I had because he doesn't look like anything from Murderville.
God, every time you like watch BoJack Horseman, you don't know what he looks like. Then you realize that he's in Murderville. You watch it, oh, that's what he looks like. Then you see literally any other picture of Will Arnett, and he's like, wait, that's Will Arnett.
Oh my god. Just do me a very quick favor. Just scroll through Google. I just typed Will Arnett and I'm showing him images. So he's just going to go through and see that how every picture Will Arnett looks like a different guy.
These are all different people.
Yeah, it's the same guy. It is Will Arnett.
He looks like he kind of looks like what's his name? Joel McHale.
What's that name so familiar?
The guy who plays the main character in Community, Winger, Jeff Winger.
Okay.
He looks
Yes.
like him. You know, honestly, I don't say this about a lot of men.
Mm-hmm.
Will Arnett looks way better with a mustache. Honestly, he looks way better with a mustache.
You know, I kind of agree with you, but here's the difference for me is I have preference over like for males with facial hair. I mean like the whole stash, beard, like full coverage kind of thing. I kind of like guys that look like that. And the thing is, I'm not a fan of men with who just keep their mustache because not all of them, but quite a number of them look a little bit creepy. But he does not look creepy. He actually looks
There are
good.
some people who
Is
look good
that
with
Burt
mustaches.
Reynolds vibe?
Burt Reynolds, yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
vibe? Like
Burt-
you
Burt
look
Reynolds
good
was
with
good
a
in the
stash.
but with for Burt Reynolds, it's because he can grow a big. It's like a full
It's a thick
stash.
stash.
Not a lot of people can actually grow that. It's hard because, like, for it to be full and thick, you need to grow it for a very long time. And for some people, they have a stash,
How about you try one?
but like it's not. I love that I can say legally I cannot do that.
Yeah, and
it's
you're not
like,
going to explain anything
and it's
further,
like,
just like,
why?
legally, I can't.
I'm just gonna leave it.
Leave
Why?
it.
Why can I not? Why in the eyes of the government can I not
Grow
grow
a
a
stash.
stash?
Actually, technically you can, right? Just a stash, you should be able to, if I'm not wrong, right?
No. In my previous place, yes. Now I can't. Totally cannot.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Stupid. Very stupid.
I don't know why this like question is at the back of my mind. Would you date a girl with a
Who had a
thicker
mustache.
stash than you, but she's comfortable with having her stash? Because women sometimes they do grow mustache and stuff, but it's much more finer and whatnot.
Yeah, it's
so they shave
horrible.
it. But like, okay, buddy, and you have to tread very carefully with what you say here. But would you date a girl with a thicker stash than you, but she likes her stash, so she kind of keeps it? Would it bother you that she has a better stash than you?
I'm gonna answer this question with a statement.
Ooh, okay.
The world is better with more good mustaches. I think mustaches, especially in recent years, have gotten a very bad rap.
But there are some people who grow them so uglily, like
That's
the ones
not-
with little lines all
That's
over.
the problem. Those are weak mustaches. That's what I'm talking about. We need to weed those out. Like the people with weak mustaches, we need to help them grow better mustaches. Males especially, because males naturally have, the
Facial
biological males. All right, trans rights.
Will Arnett, I hope you're hearing
Will
this.
Arnett, I hope you're pro trans rights. But okay, yeah. Biological males, we have the natural ability to grow facial hair better than biological females. But of course, not to say that biological females do not grow mustaches, because clearly they do, but most of the time they shave it off. But that doesn't mean that all biological males grow good mustaches. A lot of them honestly are bad. Case in point, patchy mustaches, or worse, pedo stashes.
No, there's another term. What do you call it? Pencil mustache?
Pencil stashes depends. I just think this isn't the time for it. They were in style.
Is it though? When you look at those pictures, even right now, do you like them?
No.
I don't. Yeah, I see. You're just
I
trying
answered
to
that
justify.
question with
Like,
a simple 2 letters.
yeah, and you didn't even like wait like 3 seconds. You gave her
No,
an
but
answer right away.
that's just because I think they don't look good because of today's context. Like the main character in in the Grand Budapest
Budapest,
Hotel, he
yeah.
had a pencil stash. Even the main guy and like the little kid, Zero, I think was his name,
Okay.
who had to like make a fake pencil stash because that was the way it
Oh
was.
yes.
Yeah,
yes.
like it looked terrible on both of them, but I understand that was just the product of its time. So I think like if it comes back, sure.
Like what, the mullet, a product of its time.
Oh God, I hate that the mullet is actually coming back.
It is though,
I hate it. It's
and a
stupid.
lot more on females, who I personally think they rock it. But you have a lot of shit to say about that.
I don't hate the mullet. It's just when people say that they have a mullet, they don't have a mullet. They just they have the stupid hairstyle. It's not stupid, it's pretty cool. They have the hairstyle where they shave the size of their head, and then they just let like the back of their hair grow out and the top and the front grow out, like the bangs they grow out. That's not a mullet. That's another hairstyle. A mullet has a definition. It is business in the front, party in the back. Which is to say, from the front, if you if you're looking at me in the if you're looking at me in the eye, square, facing north 90 degrees into my eyes, staring directly into my soul,
Oh God.
you see
Business.
business. you see like a nice combed head of hair and everything.
No bangs, nothing.
Yep. Like, you know, suit and collar and tie. It's all there. But
Oh my God, it said suit at the front. Okay.
suit at the front.
I'm waiting for this.
Suit at the front. However, you're looking at me north. I turn around 180 degrees. Now you're facing my south. Now what do you see? You don't see the comb over anymore. You don't see the combed hair. What you see?
I don't
Waterfall.
see the business. Alright.
You don't see the business no more. You don't see Mr. Corporate. You see, who do you see?
Who?
Mr. Worldwide, but
Pitbull
with
doesn't
hair.
have hair.
But with hair. That's why
Oh,
Pitbull not party.
Uh,
Not party. By definition, because he does not have.
hair.
I was gonna say no mullet. You went straight no hair.
But he doesn't.
It's true.
I mean, he has eyebrows, I think.
Barely.
I cannot take this.
So from the back, mullet waterfall.
Waterfall, party waterfall.
Inside the hair, fairy lights. Fairy lights. You see refreshments.
Can you stop? It's a whole club.
You reach in when that hand comes out. You have a plastic cup full of good stuff.
I thought you were gonna say beer.
No, keeping it family friendly.
You just said the F word twice. And you just went quiet.
You reach in,
Okay.
cup comes out,
Beer.
beer.
Okay.
From the front, you saw suit. From the back, nothing.
Waterfall. Oh.
No. Beneath the waterfall, nothing. Bareback. If you're a woman, if you're into it, bikini
No,
or
I thought you were going to say the
swimsuit.
other one. Assless flaps, chaps,
No, that's way below.
What is
That's
that?
that's way below.
Called?
Assless chaps. Is what I thought.
Assless chaps.
That's later. That's on the way down. First is just the top. Your back. Your upper
So it's
back.
either bare or bikini.
Yes.
Okay.
Up to you. That's your preference. But from the
Okay.
front, it's still
It's a suit.
and tie.
It's a suit.
Male, female,
Still
suit and
suit.
tie.
Okay.
Suit and tie or pantsuit. I forgot the official term. Whatever the pantsuit is, I'm not entirely sure. From the back, bareback or bikini, or a muscle top. You know, if you're a bodybuilder and you're not ashamed of your body, go a bit lower. That's where it hits you. Assless chaps. Male, female, assless chaps. However, this is where it differs from male to female. The assless chaps stop at the ass. So below that, that is up to you. That's what you want to wear. So, you know, if you want to be at home, sweatpants, take it easy, wear some shorts, go ahead. At a party, you want to wear something nice, sequin pants,
I don't know why I thought you were going to say sequin thong.
sequin thong, has to be inside the assless chaps. You can, but it has to be in that zone. But below that, if you want to wear nothing, there's nothing. Now you might be thinking, assless chaps, but only at the ass. Which means there's nothing there. Because it's an assless ass. You might be thinking, how does that work?
That's
My
not being
answer
naked.
my answer to that is that's what the mullet's for. It's a falafel.
You were so close. You almost had it.
God damn it! It's so good.
It's a philosophy.
It's a philosophical falafel. I think I nailed it. It's a philosophical
and you messed it up.
So the title of our podcast.
Oh God! Can we give it? Can we at least share one name? I swear.
We may as well go on like the latest thing that we discussed. I don't know if we should actually say it on the air in case we changed it like after in post.
No way we can change it. Doesn't matter.
But it'd be a bit disingenuous if we say like excuse me. If we say like at the end of this pilot episode that we say, oh, alright, we figured it out, the title of our podcast is A. And then the next episode is like, hi everyone, welcome to podcast B.
Oh, it's like Lil Dicky.
Please explain.
Mr. Firm Handshake. And then
okay.
it's like
so every episode is a different podcast.
it's a different title because it's like, I mean, we can have a main one, but then we can greet people with like different titles, because for those of you listening, Lil Dicky, each time he introduced himself in a rap, it's a new thing and it has nothing to do with anything. That's why there was one of it, I'm not sure which song, I cannot remember. It was Mr. Firm Handshake.
Mr. Firm Handshake is like my favorite one.
Because I cannot remember where, but it's like, what?
No, because usually it's like something vulgar. It's like, I think at one point it was like Mr. Flat Penis or something.
Okay.
Mr. Flat Penis, Mr. Some it's just something like vaguely vulgar, some childish sounding crap. But there's like one song, he just goes Mr. Firm Handshake, and it cracks me up every single time because I always forget which song it is, and then when it happens, it just catches me off guard every time, and it's hilarious every single time. I don't know how many times I've said that, but it is great. It's a shame he stopped making music though, I think.
No, how about we we could consider this is just me spitballing right now at the top of my head. How about we use something to do with our names as the actual channel thing. I mean, so far in this chat, you and I haven't mentioned our names or anything, but I'm saying like the first
like
three letters of our name are the same. We could do that, and it's like a
are we
word.
like dropping hints to our secret identity?
I don't know, if people recognize our voice, then it's like really obvious. Or depends which account we post it from. Then it's really obvious.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, so no, as in I think that we could use our like the first three letters of our name and make something from it. And then like each time we introduce an episode or something, then it's a new name because Lord knows what we're talking about that day. We just
You
spent
say
1
that
hour talking about Will
You
Arnett.
actually did give me an idea for a title.
I
which
did?
I wish I could type because the keyboard is so far away. I'm just gonna. No,
It's
it's
gonna
essentially
struggle.
like I guess that's the cool thing about like the whole point of this show. Not show. This specific pilot of a pilot concept. I'm gonna type it later.
What was the word behind it that you thought of?
I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it because it would kind of like give it away, and I don't want to spoil it.
Okay, how about
I'm like kind of proud about it.
is it? I wonder. Okay, I genuinely wonder how good yours is. I'm sure it's like really, like fantastic and stuff.
Yeah.
I
hope.
because clearly I'm also in this like podcasting. Could you type it out just for me?
Fair enough.
I kind of want to know, and I'll tell you what I had in mind because it just came to mind. I'm like, it kind of sounds like, cute in a no. It's not say cute. It's like cute and cool. Let's see whether. I do like it. Mine is so much more lame.
I like how I expected this thing to be about an hour.
Okay.
We're at the 54-ish minute mark now. You thought it was gonna be like 30 minutes.
30 minutes. I didn't
And-
know. I was so nervous. I didn't know if I could talk so long. I thought something along
and
these
the
lines.
whole
I don't know
point-
why.
And
It doesn't. It doesn't. Like,
no, I get it. I get it actually.
yeah. So I like
Yeah.
this. I like actually this, and we can. When I say we, I mean you can come up with a design with like we can have a little logo and stuff like that.
Yeah, maybe better.
Yeah.
Be weird. If this thing had like the default iTunes logo with like the note.
You just take it from like what Canva, a template, and then just
Oh,
stick
God.
it and like, oh, this is our.
I like
thing.
how when it comes to those Canva designs,
Mhm.
it always comes across as one or two
What do you
outcomes. Because there's a lot of people, young people now especially, who they do quote unquote graphic design essentially on Canva.
Yep.
It's called Canva. Canva.
Canva.
And like it's not only them, a lot of like let's say a lot of boomers are also doing the same thing because Canva is free.
Selected like there are
the
yeah.
main
Canva,
some stuff
if
is
you
free.
paid for it though, it's really expensive. I say because I'm also a Canva user, and that's because I don't know AI and Photoshop.
True.
And Canva is easier. I just work on the templates and edit it to my preference.
But that's kind of what I like about Canva, because it's a mix of like young people are finding out like it is cool because it's like they're given the bare minimum, and they come up with these super cool designs that I have no idea how they make on like the screen of an iPhone.
Yeah.
It's super cool. And then like they make these things and like they tell you, then you ask them, oh, you know Photoshop? It's like, Photoshop? No, I don't have it. Oh, Illustrator then. It's like, I don't know, I don't really tell you Illustrator. It's like, how do you make this thing? Canva on my
Canva.
phone.
No,
And then
you
you're
know,
like, what?
no, the thing that I found was a bit interesting was initially I thought a lot of images was done on like Canva. That means like it could be Instagram post, it could be for something corporate, it could be for something personal, but you're doing it as a picture. I didn't know, and I've seen it firsthand. People do full on video editing on Canva. I don't even know that's possible.
That one's just a whole other level.
Yeah, but I mean that one granted I didn't know whether they had the access to like the premium account or was it still a free one, but they genuinely did a full on
It's
video
like free
edit.
or premium. It is just you're limited to just your phone.
No, Canva you can use it on your desktop.
There's a desktop version.
Yeah, I use the desktop one most of the times. The ones I use on my phone is a bit more simpler, but a lot of people like it because I guess if you're even a freelance designer, either they have an iPad with them or their phones, right? They kind of make that little design edits while traveling.
Yeah, that's the main
Which
thing.
is
Like,
so
you
cool.
don't need to lug around an entire laptop. Your editing rig is in your pocket.
It's
Which is
fantastic.
dope.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's like you have all these like super cool, amazing things done by people who they are genuinely like making the best out of nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the other hand, there's people that's like you so know that's from Canva. That's totally just like a template that you like change a couple of words around.
That's the thing though, but for me I also feel that I do want to learn like Photoshop, Illustrator and everything. I do want to learn it, but I feel like I have a lot more to learn on Canva itself.
Yeah, there's
Then you
always-
never
there's
know, I
always more
can
things to learn.
pull off, I can pass off as some weird designer. I don't think I ever quit because there's a lot of designing rules, but like it'll be cool like, oh my god, you created that design, that's so cool, that's so unique, and I'm like, Canva. But they don't need to know that, they just have to think I'm cool.
You just
That'll
have to know that Canva.
Because you do yours on Photoshop
I
or Illustrator.
prefer Photoshop.
Photoshop, right?
more.
So like you do that weird how do I describe it as a non-design person? That vector like thingy where there's some weird measurements and Lord knows what. And they call, I don't know what on earth is a vectorized image or something, but
It's
I know
an
that
image
term.
that's vectorized.
See, what the hell is a vector?
It's like-
It sounds like a
So-
mathematical term.
I think it is.
Yeah. So, but when designers use it, I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, can you speak English? And they're like, yeah, it's an English word. I'm like, yeah, but
Bullshit.
layman. No. But I would love to. I remembered you trying to teach me how to use Photoshop for a while, and I did take down notes. And when I did try it on my own when I went back home, I wanted to die. It's really hard. It's not as easy as I thought. You made it seem very straightforward. Just put this, just do this, just do that, and like wow, it's gone, and you can move the pictures here and there. And I'm like, okay, and I've already taken my notes down, and I do it on my own, and I'm like, yeah, it's maybe not for me.
Yeah, it is definitely not easy because especially Photoshop. I had a course on it. I learned it from scratch.
I want to get a course on that.
It's fun. It's good to upskill.
Oh, but I need a laptop, right? When I go for a course, or will they give me one? That's
Depends-
a very
that depends on where
important
you go.
question. No, because for those of you listening, just so you know, I might be giving up my laptop. Not that it concerns any of you, but maybe one of the our podcast, what we can do is we could talk while trying to build my PC.
Oh, that's true.
That could be a thing because yeah, I'm going to build a PC with your help, and that is not going to from scratch, might I add, from scratch, which means it'll take a lot of time, which means it will be a very good time to just talk,
Talk and just
build.
rage.
Do not rage on my PC, come on. Once again, the PC is also not sponsored, unfortunately. I don't think any point of time when we talk about like brands or whatnot, it is really nothing to do with I think if we were sponsored, we'd be the two happiest people on earth. We just buy if we want something. Do you know how sad that sounds?
I mean, it's only sad when you compare it to people who are influencers or like they're legitimately. I mean, this is what
I guess so, yeah.
This is like our first real foray into this thing.
You say influencer, and I don't know why my brain just went to that Michael Jordan in that suit that you were talking about the other day. McDonald's.
Oh.
That ad. Don't do drugs. That how
Hey,
does it?
listen. Don't
Why-
do drugs.
Wait, why does Michael
Get
sound
some
white
help.
now?
I can't do the voice now. Look, listen. Get some help. Get a Big Mac. Large fries. Maybe small
small
drink. You don't need it. You don't need a whole Coke. Maybe just get a little small fries. Get some help.
No, you just made Michael Jordan sound like some Russian, tiny ass Russian dude.
Look, listen.
Oh god. Oh, we are
Yes.
doing our impressions. I'd rather save mine though.
Listen. Get some help.
Oh god.
Built-in.
Oh no.
I don't know.
Don't make this into a political podcast.
Listen. Full stop.
Order the Big Mac. Am I cow?
Get some help.
Don't know if I
Order the
sound
Big
Russian.
Mac.
With the
Yeah,
small Coke.
Small Coke. Don't need the big Coke. Just maybe small fries. Go on a diet. But Big Mac. Big Mac is best burger
In
Yes.
all of Russia.
best. America broke the Cold War for us to make fun of it on the internet.
See, we said we wouldn't go political, and you just nope. We're staying clear. It's just episode 1. Or is pilot considered an episode 1, or is it not even 1?
Zero.
Zero,
It's
right?
episode 0.
We really broke so many rules.
We laid out the ground rules, and I think with the mention of Putin, we broke the last one.
I just had to bring up MJ.
Rest in peace, Michael Jackson.
Oh. Oh my god.
What's that Vine from? I want to say it was a Vine. There's that some girl sing Miranda Cosgrove, and then just go
Oh.
like, "Hey, MJ, I love your stuff. I love your music. Hey, hey."
I know what video you're talking about. They even showed like you know, there's that TikTok trend where they show like like your celebrity look-alike kind, where you just put the morphs into a celebrity's
Oh,
face,
yeah.
and or as a young person and they morph into who they look like when they're older. They have done Miranda Cosgrove to Michael Jackson so many times.
And every single time they do it,
It works.
it works.
It really does work.
No offense to either of them, but it's just sometimes just look like other people.
So I've been sitting down doing this podcast for at least an hour. I assume now it's an hour.
It's been an hour.
Yeah, and somehow I managed to achieve my stand goal on the
Apple Fitness.
Fitness. Yeah, I was gonna say activity. I was like, no, it's Apple
Fitness
Fitness.
Big Mac in my mouth.
Big. know what I heard you say? I heard you say big bag in my mouth.
All that, if you're into it, I'll put a bag in my mouth.
See what I mean?
Big bag of...
You are crossing so many rules, man. Episode 0, keep it as PG as possible.
Keeping it nice and clean.
You already broke it all, and you broke all of it.
Keeping it... I broke every single...
Every single one of it was done by you. Oh my god. You have a great future ahead of you.
It's gonna be a great podcast.
Oh god.
Alright, I think with the mention of all 5 broken... Was it 5? We did not like 5.
I don't know. I lost count.
With
Ever since you dropped the first F-bomb, I'm like, oh shoot.
You can probably count them all, like, with every single, shit that we've said.
Oh, I've dropped a lot of shit though. As in, I've said shit so
throughout
many
your entire
times.
life, you probably dropped a couple of deuces, you know what I'm saying?
Daily juices, you mean?
Like, yeah, we've broken every single ground rule, and off camera, off mic, I guess, we may have actually figured out the title of the podcast, which was the main goal of this episode. So
I guess it worked though, because we actually did.
It's in a weird roundabout way, much like in life.
Okay, he's going blank again, and I'd like to just take this time to just share that the initial 12 names that we had thought out, the name that we have decided to go with is not even in any of those 12 names.
Yeah,
It's a completely
it's a
new
whole
one.
new one,
Yeah.
which is kind of beautiful.
Yeah, like legitimately using this episode to find out what is it that we want to name our... Do I say channel or do I just call it podcast? Are we going to have a channel?
It's probably not far from saying it's gonna be both.
Okay, so I guess
Show,
I
our
would just
show.
use the word okay, okay, fine, show. Yeah, so the next time we have the next episode,
Yeah,
episode 1.
the first proper episode where we will hopefully actually have some goddamn structure in this recording.
And to talk about something that, I don't know, makes more sense, or we may just end up like,
Talking about Will Arnett's future.
and talking about Will Arnett's past, and understanding why we did not know he was married to Amy Poehler for 13 years.
I would be so happy if this stupid Will Arnett thing becomes like an inside joke, and then it just
keeps appearing
it
everywhere.
just like it comes full circle, and we talk to Will Arnett and we cannot even like recognize him.
Because
we
he
said
probably
it-
shaved his stash.
We sent an email to his agent. It's like, hey, we wanted to interview him. Eh? He's like, yeah, okay, I'd love to be on the show. He comes to our recording studio, and he's like, hi, I'm Will Arnett.
No, you're not.
Can I see your identification, sir?
He just turns on his camera, shows his face, and you're like, you're not Will Arnett. You're Jake Gyllenhaal or something.
He just says like Sarah Lynn. Then I
Oh,
cry for like 20
no.
minutes, and then yeah, you Will Arnett.
Oh my god, I hope, I genuinely have no clue who's listening to this, but in the event people do, I hope they actually get the references that we are talking about, like they understand BoJack and whatnot.
Stupid, absolutely no link to anything.
Yeah, because no, I mean the entire podcast was just a derail. That's exactly what it was from the start, from Will Arnett, and I like that we ended it with Will Arnett too. Full on circle, we did it.
we maintain one of the rules, which is coming full circle at
Circle.
the end.
Yeah, so yeah, I just hope people actually get, like, someone watching this and like, Will Arnett, Murderville, BoJack, what the hell are these two talking about? You know?
Good to know we're using these 100% hot button issues. Okay, I think that's a good place to end it off for today, at least.
So we don't even sign off by saying our names, right?
We can't sign off. This is a pilot of a pilot. There is no sign off because there was no intro.
Oh yeah, you just started recording without telling me. Are you going to end the recording without telling me?
Listen, all I'm gonna say is that
Is
eventually
what?
there is going to be a sign out, and